From the cold Rocky Mountains of Denver, I can almost see Houston from here.
Hey guys, Matt Bandit here with another episode of Let's Build Houston Again. Shorter episode today. It's just going to be a little over 10 minutes long as we go ahead and block in downtown Houston, the grid, the angled grid, where all the big old buildings are that aren't represented on the workshop at all. But hey, no, we're not going there today. We're not talking about that. No. Good things. Decided to first flesh out the elevated portion of I-45 that we did in a previous episode and just make sure it was correct and then just get right into it. You'll notice a lot of starts and restarts. I think I had to restart it like 3 or 4 times, and I kept having an issue where it wasn't exactly 90 degrees. And this is the same problem I ran into the last time I tried this build. And I was determined to not have the same problem, and basically I wasn't being careful enough in making sure that I was building off of what I had already established to make sure that I was at 90 degrees. And I think I just tried to do too much too soon and maybe rushed it a bit. But you'll see here as we go through that things are that I'll delete and restart and delete and restart. But Main Street, that street that I put in there, is the big to-do. It's the heart of the light rail system that is in Houston. The rapidly expanding light rail, actually, our light rail system here in Houston is poor, to say the least. Coming from Chicago, where the public transport is outstanding, you've got the L and the subway and a robust, at least, bus system. To come to Houston, and when I first moved here, there was one little dinky light rail line. It's called the Red Line, and it basically went from the from just north of downtown, south through downtown, through the park, through the medical district, and ended at Reliant Stadium, at NRG Stadium, where the Texans play. They've since expanded. There's, I think, 2 or 3 more lines. There's a green, I think, and a purple, and they go north and east of the city now. So I'll have to get an updated map for that so I can make sure to put it in the right place. But here you go. Here's one of those restarts that I was talking about. So yeah, but I was able to put at least the Main Street light rail in, and we'll see if we can't get a nice modded tram mod to run. Main Street's kind of the hip happening place of down. Oh, there you go. See, Uber restart again. Anyway, downtown Main Street is it's the main street. It's where a lot of the bars and a lot of the restaurants are located. One of my favorite places is the Flying Saucer right there. You've probably heard of that before if you're from the U.S. Flying and of age. The Flying Saucer is a bar and restaurant that focuses, it's national, but like whatever city it's in, they focus on the local beer of that city. So if you're looking for good local Houston or Texas, Southeast Texas beverages, Flying Saucer's a great place to go. One thing about downtown Houston that's going to be interesting once we start developing it is all the parking lots. There are so many open parking lots. It's like if you look at it from a satellite view, there's building and then surrounded by parking lot, and then building surrounded by parking lot. And I want to be as accurate as I can with that. So we'll see how that goes later on. There's really not anything interesting to say today. It's basically a giant grid. And so I'm going to throw some pictures up of downtown here as we continue along with our grid. And that little park, that little square that's under the letters Houston there, I think that's the park that sits on City Hall. I think that's City Hall there. So anyway, there's not much else in downtown. When we get farther west, we have a lot of unique, kind of iconic things. We have the George R. Brown Convention Center. That's huge. Here's a picture of that. We have Minute Maid Park, which is it's a really neat baseball stadium. Here's a picture of that. And the Toyota Center. And here's a picture of the Toyota Center. All the big sports. It's cool. The nice thing about Houston is all the sporting events, short of football, is immediately like in downtown. It's kind of neat. And they're all within the basketball, baseball, and soccer are all within walking distance of each other. So that's kind of cool. One of the things that's kind of a bummer about downtown Houston is that it is very much just a place for business. And so after 5 o'clock, it's pretty dead out off of Main Street. If you're not on Main Street, or if you're not at Minute Maid for a ball game, downtown's pretty dead. Not a lot of stuff going on there, which is it's kind of a bummer. So, but anyway, that's about it. I'm gonna throw up some tunes, and we will get some more pictures of downtown Houston and some of my favorite parts. Yeah, and then I'll be back at the end to sign off. So take care. See you in a bit. One of the things, as we're going through here, this little area here, this, I guess, northwest corner of downtown where the bayou, where all these roads are crossing the bayou, this is looking awful right now, and I am really unsatisfied. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm actually considering going so far as to maybe bring the ground level up there and just fake it, because that does not look too stellar. Of course, maybe I could do some stuff with the terrain tools, but if you're thinking that looks gross, I'm right there with you. I agree. I don't think it looks very good yet, so I'm pondering what I can do here. So just a heads up. Don't worry if you think it looks gross. I agree. All right, guys, we're nearing the end of the episode here. Got about a minute left. You can see the overview here of what we've got cooking. It's going fast, I know. And so I'm just reviewing and looking at my map and making everything's cool. I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you so much if you're watching this series. I hope you're enjoying it. Stick around because development's coming really, really soon. I think we have one more episode and then we'll start developing. Yeah, so, and, I gotta say, not to like, but it's gonna be cool. I think it's gonna be really neat. So, be sure to stick around. Hope you're enjoying. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Share this with your friends, share this with your enemies, share this with whoever. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. and I will see you hopefully for the next episode of Let's Build Houston again. Have a great day. See you later. Bye-bye.